Hello, writers! It is time to get writing. Boys and girls, summer is right around the corner, so I have a summer writing prompt for you. Now, that doesn't mean that you can wait until summer to start writing. We're going to start writing right now. So, here is our writing prompt. That means what you're going to write about today. I want you to write a letter to your next year's teacher telling them why you should go to first grade. Now, we don't know who your teacher will be next year, and that's okay. We're just going to write the letter, Dear Teacher. And you can save the letter and give it to your teacher next year, or you can just keep it for yourself and hang it on the fridge and remember why you deserve to go to first grade. So the first thing you need to do is take out a piece of paper. Any piece of paper will do. If you have a notebook or a scrap piece of paper, take that out now, and I'm going to do the same. Okay, so here is my paper, and I'm ready to start writing. Now, when we write a letter, the first thing we need to write is the word dear. And I'm going to start with a capital D and write the word dear. So here we go. Capital D, E, A, R. Now, as I said before, we don't know the name of your first grade teacher. So instead, we're just going to write the word teacher. So capital T, E, A, C-H-E-R. Now, whenever we start a letter with the word dear and the name of the person, we put a little comma after it. There it is, dear teacher. And then underneath, we can start writing our sentence. Now, I'm going to write the whole beginning part of the sentence for you, and you can copy exactly what I'm doing. So we're going to start the letter by saying, I should go to first grade because. And this is how you write that. Now, let me just stop and show you something. I left a little space right here before I started writing the word I, because that's what good writers do when they write a letter. I'm going to erase that arrow because we do not need that arrow. Okay. I should starts with SH, should. There's should. Go, leaving a space, writing the word go, G-O, to, and I don't have, maybe I have enough room over here. Yep, I think I do. Go to first. I certainly don't have enough room for that. I'll go to the next line. First grade, and I'm leaving spaces between all my words. I should go to first grade because. When I write the word because, I have a little song that helps me remember it. Listen. B-E-C-A-U-S-E, U-S-E, U-S-E, B-E-C-A-U-S-E, because. That helps me remember all the letters in that big word because. Good. Now, if you need time, I want you to pause the video and finish copying what Mrs. Savage has written here, because the next part you're going to do on your own. So go ahead and copy what Mrs. Savage has written. Okay, now it's time to get started on the next part. Why should you go to first grade? Why do you think you deserve to go to first grade? There are so many reasons. You should go to first grade because you worked so hard in kindergarten. You learned all of your letters. You learned how to count to 100. You learned 100 sight words. You learned how to add and subtract. You learned how to listen carefully. You learned how to read books. There are so many things that you learned in kindergarten that is going to help you in first grade. So I want you to pick one thing and write that in your letter. Now I'm going to pick one thing that I like, and I'm going to change my color because this is my thought. And I would like you to write your own thought, but I'm just going to show you how it might look. I should go to first grade because I can count to 100. That's what I'm going to pick. Okay, so I'm going to write that last part now. I can count to 100. Even though I'm writing this, you should write something different. You should write what you would like to tell your first grade teacher. Okay, here I go with my sentence. I, finger space, can count. Count. That's a word we need to stretch. Ow. 2 letters make that ow sound. O-U. Count. N. And one more sound. Count. And it's a T. I can count 2 is one of our sight words. And we know how to write the number 100. It's 100. 100. There we go. And I'm going to put a little period at the end of my sentence. Now, this is one reason that I should go to first grade. But I would like you to write 2 reasons why you can go to first grade. So after you finish with your first sentence, I want you to write another sentence. Tell me something else that you can do, something else that you learned in kindergarten. When you are all done with that, I'm going to show you how you end your letter. So when we end a letter, we write the word from, and that's what you're going to do. Now, we actually don't write the word from over here on this side of the paper. We actually leave a big space and we write the word from on this side of the paper. You do not need the arrow. So I'm going to erase that arrow. I just wanted to use it to show you. Okay? So there I have the word from. F-R-O-M. And notice I started with an uppercase letter. It starts with a capital F. After you write the word from, there's only one thing left to do. It's to write your name. So I'm going to write my name, Mrs. Savage. Do you think that I want you to write Mrs. Savage? Of course not. I don't want you to write Mrs. Savage. I want you to write your name. Once you are done writing your name, you have completed your letter. Hold on to it, read it to someone, or maybe even give it to your teacher next year. Great job writing today, boys and girls. Have a wonderful day.